Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Mike. So let's go ahead and hop on into the video. 4 consecutive weeks on the lease side, Paystubs, back to back to back. Alright, so right here we have, Alright, the first one. So obviously they put the date wrong. This is not November 6th of 2021. So it seems like they just flipped the numbers back, but it's obviously, that's the first payday. So pretty much, and then if you look over here to the left side over here, you got the dates. So first load I took out was June 2nd, then the next load was June 4th, and then June 7th to end the pay period. So I left out of home time. I did headed to Westlake, Louisiana, took a load to Dallas. After that, you can see I went from Garland to Colonial Heights back down to Texas. So pretty much Seadrift, Texas. So on this bottom load right here, I went home for 34. So from Cortland, Virginia to Seadrift, I dropped on down, stopped at home, did a 34, and delivered my load. Truck note $649 every week. This is the last one that I had to escrow out of, $500. Did have a scale, and VL charged me $1 and some cents to use their fuel card to scale my load. So for this week, I grossed $9,500. Like I said, I use my own fuel card, so obviously fuel is not taken out. But like I said, I average between $1,200 to $1,300 a week in fuel. So VL sent $6,437.75 to my bank account. If we subtract the fuel at $1,300, that pretty much means I made $5,137 after expenses. So this is the first week out. The next week out, left home. No, I delivered. Delivered in Seadrift, then I did headed to Pearland, then went up to Kentucky. So in this week right here, I did 4 runs, and I didn't make it home because this is where I actually had a breakdown on this Laredo run. I was actually stuck in Laredo, but I'd also apparently I had a tire blowout. That was that a tire blowout? No, that was actually my breakdown. So this is my breakdown in Laredo. I did have a tire blowout, but apparently it's not in these settlements for whatever reason. But I had a tire blowout, or my breakdown in Laredo. All right, had my tire. I had a air leak that stopped the truck from rolling. Long story short, got it fixed at a TA. I grossed $9,000 for that week. Because of that issue with the air leak, I missed out on I believe it was a $1,600 load that was going 300 miles from Laredo. So right after I delivered this load, my dispatch like, hey, I got a 300-mile run that you could deliver before noon Tuesday. Going to Houston, or not Houston, it was going to like Madisonville. It's like 300 miles. You know, $1,600. Do you want it? I was like, I do want it, but I can't take it because I gotta put the truck in the shop. So truck note came out $649. I did have a scale ticket. VL charged me $1 some cents for it. So I grossed $9,000. VL sent $6,232.86 to my bank account. If we subtract the $1,300 in fuel, I made $4,934, and that's with a breakdown or a tire blowout. I don't think that was a tire blowout. I think that was this 14th was when I was in Laredo. So that's when I had that air leak that stopped me from running. I got paid this on the 18th. So if y'all don't know VL's pay structure, once that pay period is done, you won't receive that paycheck until 10 days afterwards. Following week, on the 25th, I did 3 runs. So from Laredo to Wisconsin, and from Wisconsin down to Austin, and then from Austin I went to San Antonio. From San Antonio to Lexington, Tennessee, that was Father's Day weekend right there. So I went ahead and went home for 34. I was able to be home for Father's Day, and then still was able to make my load on time to Lexington, Tennessee. Grossed $9,200 that week. Truck note came out. Like I said, it comes out every week. Then I also had occupational and accident insurance, which comes out once a month on the 25th. So that's $150. You do have the option to get your own occupational and accident insurance, whatever, then you would have to give the information to VL so then they can take you off their policy. So if you do decide to lease, you are going to have this $150 a month fee that's going to come out of your settlements, and it is in your contract. So VL sent $6,547.75 to my bank account. When we subtracted $1,300 in fuel, I made $5,247 after expenses. The next week, I got paid this load July 2nd. 3 runs, Oakland, Tennessee to Dallas. And then from Dallas, I went to Pittsburgh. Then from PA, I went to Humble. I did not make it home for 34 on this run. This is the run where pretty much that from Elwood City, PA to Humble, I had a lot of traffic. So I dealt with traffic in Pittsburgh. I dealt with rain in Columbus, Ohio. There was a bad accident in Akron, Ohio. Then they had, once I got through Cincinnati, it was like around 5 o'clock. So I dealt with their bullcrap traffic. Then I stopped and fueled in Kentucky. So this week right here, I did not get to make it home for 34, but it was cool. I wasn't complaining. I wasn't tripping because I knew I was going to be home that following Friday. And that's when I posted the video letting you guys know that I was going to make this paycheck video. So I grossed $8,950. VL sent $6,497.75 to my bank account. When we minus the $1,300 in fuel, after expenses, I made $5,197. So these are 4 consecutive weeks of my pay stubs. If y'all haven't noticed anything about me when it comes to any of my paychecks, when it came from Snyder to the company side of VL to the lease side of VL, I like my money as consistent as possible. So that's why I recommend to do 4 weeks at a time, so then you can actually see the same amount of money every week for them 4 weeks. So if you don't do the 4 weeks at a time, if you just go run a week and a half or 2 weeks out, and then you go home for a couple of days, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But me personally, you have to understand, VL is typically an OTR company. So like I said, the first week I brought home $6,400. Following week I brought home $6,200. The week after that I brought home $6,500. Then the following week I brought home almost $60,000. If I would have never had that scale, it would have been $6,500, but it was $6,497. And then the bonus one, so this was the run that I went home on right here. So all I did was 1 load up and 1 load down. So I did a Baytown to Cordova, Illinois. Load paid $3,000. Second load I did was Peru, Illinois to Pasadena, Texas. And I actually made it home Thursday. So I left home Monday for the Baytown load. I picked up the load of Baytown in Monday. I picked up the load in Baytown on Monday. Got up to Illinois Wednesday morning, delivered that load. Picked up Peru, Illinois Wednesday evening. And I actually made it home to Houston Thursday night. So I was able to be at home Thursday night, family's house, chilling and everything. I got up Friday morning, I went and delivered the Pasadena load. So for that right there on those 2 loads, and was that a Monday? Yeah, I believe it was a Monday. Yeah. So these 2 loads, I grossed $6,000. VL got their 20%, which was $1,200. Truck note came out, so VL is going to send $4,150 to my bank account. I don't believe I weighed either one of these loads. I believe they were lighter loads on the lighter side. So like I said, VL should send $4,150 to my account. And after we take out the fuel, which is about $1,000, probably a little less, just averaging on the fuel, I should, after expenses, made a $3,000 paycheck on 4 days worth of work. So now, last thing we'll do here is so in the 4 weeks, I pretty much grossed $36,650. Then I broke down some other stuff about the total VL got for their percentage, the last escrow that came out, the amount I paid for the truck note, the fuel, the amount I paid for my breakdown, my scales, the occupation or whatever. But in those 4 weeks to my bank account, VL sent me $25,718, and that's with me using my fuel card. So if you want to subtract the $5,200 from the $25,700. Even after fuel, VL, I still made over $20,000. That's 4 weeks, and that's with being home, I believe 3 times I told you guys I was home in that week right there. So can you make money here? Yes, you can. It's all about how you run yourself as a business. I run smart, I don't run hard. To be honest with you, I typically do 11 to 12 hours in the sleeper because I'm not chasing miles anymore. I do majority of my loads, I get them there ASP. Even when I have appointment times, I'm there before appointment times. So I know you guys been waiting for this video. Here it is. If you made it to the end of this video and you haven't done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Go ahead and like the video. If you want to share it, go ahead and do that too. If you're interested in coming to VL, come on over here, man. There is money to be made, whether you're coming on the company side or the lease side. If you want to give me a referral, go ahead and tell them your boy Mike done sent you over here. Or you can tell them Truck 291 sent you. And we'll catch you guys in another video.